Alright, welcome back everybody. This is Tony ATX, and I'm going to take you through a kind of a new session I'm going to start doing. I think I'm going to do it weekly, start trying to do Fridays, Saturdays, and basically I'm just going to take you through what I normally go through and start picking up some of the sales, and we'll see what we got. So I just now went through, yesterday I loaded everything and got all my auctions on there and relisted everything. So basically what I do is I put all my auctions on there for 48 hours, and then the days in between I go and I check for deals, and then I pick up any sales. So on my main screen here I have my main account that I use and then I have a monitor above me that's scanning on another one. I have a monitor to my left that's scanning a different server, and then I have another monitor on my top left, so basically 4 monitors, 4 accounts. And then I also have a laptop on my right that is using Auction House to look for any deals on every hour, so it's using AAA. And then the 4 accounts use PBS, while I just go through, look for any deals, and then look for any sales that I got. Currently right now I have most of the pets popping up. I didn't put pricing in just yet, so I'm going to start putting pricing in these things, so when things like this drop off. I don't have any pricing on the amounts just yet because I want to see kind of where they're at, so I'm going to start putting pricing on those. I put pricing on the BOEs, so basically unless it's like super cheap, I'm not grabbing them, just because there's so many out there on the market right now. Alright, so let's check this first one. Okay, it looks like we did get a sale. Ancient Plans, Warblades. So these ones are pretty good. You can find these around every once in a while for pretty cheap. I normally flip them between 4 and 500,000, and they're usually pretty easy to find, and then pretty easy to flip too. So you might have to move them around a little bit though, since it is a ancient plan. Some people already have it, so if it doesn't sell on a server, just move it after a week or so. Alright, and then we'll go ahead, and it doesn't look like there's anything on the other accounts worth buying, so we'll go ahead and check out the next server. Alright, let's go check out what this guy has. I usually let it run a couple rounds just to kind of see what it finds. If it doesn't find anything, then I go check out if anything recently sold. If nothing recently sold, then I know pretty much just pick up my mail and move on. This is kind of just what a typical server looks like. A bunch of transmogs, some pets, mounts, things like that. That's primarily what I deal with. Try to stay away from like mats and things that are region specific, just because they tend to drop and rise in price like crazy, so they're a little more risk. Alright, let's go see what we got. Alright, so yeah, it looks like pretty much BOEs, as you can see, they're dropping in price fast, so I'm just trying to move them as fast as possible before they drop even more. A lot of them I pick up super cheap, just like this, on days like this where I'm just going around scanning for deals. I'll find it pretty cheap, and then typically I double whatever the price is that I find it for, just so I can move it fast, and then just pick it up and keep going. See if there's anything else on the other servers before I hop. No, just a couple cheap pets, but nothing really worth grabbing. So let's go check out the next one. Alright, so this one does have a little bit of stuff on it, and I think I sold my mount, so there we go. Got this one at around, I think, 2.3 million. And then sold it for $4.99. So we'll go ahead and collect that. It's a pretty good chunk. I just sold it under this one. So now that there's some comp on the server, I have this one listed still. But now that there's some comp on there, then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for another spot. I'm not going to put another one back on here. So then what I'll do is I'll open up Undermine, bring that bad boy down here. Within Undermine, when you look up something, you can look it up, put a little star next to it and favorite it. It'll be on your favorites list, so that way next time you pull up your favorites list, you can just put everything in order, and then you can easily find all your favorites. So you can easily just go in and, okay, where do I want to look up? There it is. So lowest is 2.5, highest is roughly around 4.2. I'm going to push that, see if I can get 4.9 again, because that was just a day or two ago. So there's 28 of them listed, 3 of them on Area 52. So now I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to see where they're listed at. And let's see. I do have Dark Spear, so I can check that out. That's probably a good spot to put it, actually. So let's do that. Let's go check out Dark Spear. Hold on, I've got all the accounts going. Go ahead and log out. Roll over to Dark Spear. And then, like I said, I got 4 accounts going. So while I'm doing this, the other 3 are still scanning for any deals. I do see another one that's listed as 3.9, but I think I'm going to wait until it gets lower. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab this one out of the war bank real quick. And list it on here, and then keep moving. I do see a margin manipulator at 2.8, but I'd like to get it down to 2.5. So put another one in here, 4 mil or 5 mil. Sorry. Get it listed. So I macro all of my logout buttons as well, just to kind of speed things up a little bit. So basically, I have a quick logout button right here, just saves 1 extra button, 1 extra step, and then I also changed all of my logins. Let's see, where was I? Let's go log into this guy, so that the login process is as fast as possible. Let me show you real quick here. Should only take a second. Log back in. So each login, what I do is I have another add-on. Go into options. Sorry. Go into add-ons. Right here, simple add-on manager. And then I have a profile. So I have a black market auction house profile that I use, and then I have a trade skill master shopping profile. Basically what this profile does is it only loads like 3 add-ons, so that all of the other add-ons are not loaded, and it saves tons of time on login. So you can set a couple different profiles. This one I use for pretty much questing and everything. So that you can flip between these, and then it makes login a lot faster. So I'll go ahead and check real quick, see if there's any deals. While I'm doing that, I'm logging out of the other 3 because those have been running for a while, nothing that great. Logging in to the next server on the row. So I basically have the 4 accounts. That's what I'm looking for right here, the asset advocator, but I want that down to about 2.5 mil, so I can try to double it. Nothing that great. Let's go see what's over here. Some shackles and another BOE. Actually, this sold for a lot. This is actually Dragonflight, so that was somebody just wanting it because they didn't have it. This one's on the low end, but that's fine. I will take it so I don't lose money. I think I've got those for around like 50k, so that'll work. I'll take it. All right, let's check out this, grab it, and we'll go to the next server. All right, next server. Where are we at? tabard. You know what? I think I might have sold my last one the other day. It's not a bad price. I try to find them a little bit lower. I typically post them. You can see right here the regional average is 95,000. Not bad. I'll go ahead and pick it up. I know I can double it. I probably will try to post it for about 150, and then if it doesn't sell for a week or so, maybe 2, then I'll drop it. But you can see the next one's for 100,000. Go ahead and start the scan again, see if it finds anything else. While I'm looking at the other screens, nothing really that interesting. And same stuff. Go ahead and pick up. Oh, I forgot. Initiate shirt. Yeah, so I usually find these. Actually, you can find these really cheap. People off them for a couple hundred gold, and then somewhere between, I don't know, 750, a million. You can usually get for them. They are a slow seller, but they will sell. And then just another pet. So go ahead and pick that up. And then just for the heck of it, we'll go ahead and list the shirt here. Or the tabard. I don't know, it's kind of a lot of comp. I'll wait. Wait till one of them sells. And we'll check out the next server. Alright. Alright, this will probably be the last one I go on. So I do have all 4 accounts again spread out so that I can cover the entire region. But don't obviously have time to go through each one of them, so I'm just looking to see what we got on this one, and then we'll call it a day. I'll finish out and then I'll do a recap. Excuse me. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is the black mask from the raid last patch. This one still sells really well. You can probably get anywhere between 800 to this one I put for 1,200. I'm sorry, 1,200,000. And then, but this one probably sells the best out of all of the colors. But still, it's good. I think I got it for maybe, I think it was around 400,000 towards the end of the season. And then what I end up doing in between, the other thing I got going on is, let me show you down here real quick. Up on my top screen, I got flipping pile going, so I can look and see if there's any cheap mythics. This updates every hour, shows me the lowest price on any server, and then it shows me the highest price on any server for a specific item. It also shows any of the extra stats, so I can hone in on any, grab one that has extra stats, see if I can get a little bit more for it. And then that'll get me, let's see where we're at, see if that updated. So again, across all 4 accounts, I got TSNM on all of them, so I'm about 216, but I think that hasn't updated yet, because I just picked up some stuff. I bought a lot, so let's go back and look just on this account. This is basically today. I picked up some stuff earlier, and then this is just as I've been recording. So we're at, well, where are we? 155, 163. And then, like I said, I got a couple more servers I got to go through, so then we'll end it. But that should get most of the stuff going. And so far, this is where we're at. So we got total gold earned so far this week, 14 mil, which I spent a bunch this week buying some extra stuff. So I'm still at 3.7 profit, but I know I spent a bunch to try to restock on some of the mythics and mounts and such, but not bad. And so far for the month, yeah, I restocked a bunch too this month. So it's nice to see some of the stuff coming back in. So that'll get me bumped back up there, but you kind of go through ebbs and flows. So you'll get through a peak, then you'll drop down as you restock, and then you'll scoot back up as you sell, drop down, restock. So it's just kind of a, as long as you're eventually getting back up once they start selling, that's what you're looking for. All right. Well, thanks everybody. I appreciate your time, and you guys have a good one.